welcome back to Food and Whatever. This is Christina again. This time we are going to be making breakfast. My boyfriend absolutely is crazy about pumpkin pie, so I decided to go ahead and make him a pumpkin pie French toast. What I have right here is a loaf of French bread. You can buy it at Walmart, like really cheap. I got the pumpkin filling that you will use for your pumpkin pie, cream cheese, cinnamon, cloves, vanilla, and eggs. I'm also going to go ahead and make him some hot syrup with some cinnamon in it. So I'm going to go ahead and just start warming it up. I have a sauce pot, and I also have my pan for my French toast. I don't want to burn it, so I'm going to keep it at a low temperature. I'm just going to go ahead and start pouring in the syrup so they can start getting warm slowly while I'll get everything else. As I had mentioned before, I am going to be making it with cinnamon. So I'm just going to drop 3 dashes of cinnamon. Remember, cinnamon has a very strong flavor, so some of you do not like cinnamon. You don't have to. You can probably add vanilla or whatnot. I'm going to go ahead and mix it in and just let it start getting warmed up. Just let that syrup get hot. So right over here, I'm going to go ahead and start with my bread. Like I said, this is a French loaf. If you don't like French loaf, you can use whatever bread you desire. I'm going to cut off the end. Don't toss it away. You can eat that later with butter. And I'm going to do about 2 inches thick. Once you get that, you want to make a little insert. You can put in your little stuffing. You don't have to do pumpkin. I'm doing pumpkin pie, like I said, and he loves it, but you can stuff it with whatever you want, right? So this is already set. I'm going to go ahead and make the filling. I got pumpkin filling right here. I'm going to use not the whole can. I'm going to use about maybe 1/4 of the can. I'm also going to have cream cheese. It's going to be 2 ounces. And if you do not know what the 2 ounces are, the package actually tells you. I'm just going to go ahead and use the 2-ounce mark and put that into my filling. This is going to make that creamy texture. I'm not baking anything. I'm just using it as a stuffing. I'm going to put half of a teaspoon of vanilla. Remember, some of the spices are very, very strong, so you got to be very mindful. This is 1/8 of a teaspoon of cloves. And I am going to do 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon in it. And also, I'm going to put white sugar in it. If you do not like white sugar, you can use agave, ternero, but also be mindful that some of the sweeteners will not be as sweet. I'm using a tablespoon of sugar. So I'm going to go ahead and mix that up. And make sure that you keep your cream cheese a little bit warm, room temperature, so you can have it be a lot better to mix in. I'm sorry, I'm always making a mess in this kitchen. And like I said, you don't have to use pumpkin. I'm using a pumpkin because that's what he likes. I'm not adding any eggs to this mixture. Again, I'm not making pumpkin pie. I am just making the mixture just to stuff my French toast with. Make sure that you mix it very well. If you do need to add more cream cheese, you're more than welcome to. You don't have to use French bread like I had mentioned. If you like sourdough, if you don't have a loaf, then you have sandwich bread. And all you need to do is just make 2 French toasts and then put the stuffing in the middle and squash them down once they're ready. And that is it. Okay. So my filling is completely almost mixed very well. And be mindful that the cream cheese, if you do not like cream cheese, then you can always use a whipped topping or whatnot. You don't have to use cream cheese, especially for those who are lactose intolerant. Okay, so I got my mixture ready. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get my egg mixture for my French toast ready. As you can see, I don't have milk. You don't have to have milk. You can always add substitutes. You can use whipped cream, condensed milk, evaporated milk. I'm just going to go straight with eggs and some of the same ingredients that I put in your pumpkin mixture into the egg batter. Got 3 eggs that I'm including in here. I'm also going to add a dash of vanilla. That was about a teaspoon. And just a little bit of cinnamon. That was about another teaspoon. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that you beat it well. Now that I have my bread and my egg batter, you want to go ahead and dip it in. Make sure that you dip it in and very well. You don't have to get the whole bread. Be mindful that it is very thick. If you are gonna let it get very, very soaked, you can put it in the oven to finish it off. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the pumpkin mixture in. And I am going to be transferring this over here. I have a saute pan that's already heated up. I got it around medium high. I'm going to add salt of sugar. And to that, I'm just going to go ahead and let that sit in. And you want to let it cook until it's nice and golden brown on both sides. Again, if it's too thick and you let it soak, you can go ahead and turn this off. My syrup is already done. It smells great. You can turn on your oven at 350 and let it go in for a few minutes, maybe like 5 minutes in the oven, so that way all your batter that's been soaked into your bread could be completely cooked. I'm going to go ahead and grab my plate. And I'm doing pumpkin because we are heading fall and then it's getting cool. So here soon I will have to start making pumpkin pies for my boyfriend. Don't ask me why it's a tradition. Every year I have to make pumpkin pie. Not one, several. So my French toast is almost ready. And again, you can always get this warmed up ahead of time. You can always store it and put it in a container. Okay. So now that our French toast is ready, I'm going to go over here and make sure that the table doesn't burn. I'm not going to be the one tasting it today, folks. My boyfriend is. So he's going to sit with his coffee. He's going to grab a fork. And he is going to taste it for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and pour over the syrup. So this is the French toast that came out. This is my lovely boyfriend. Hi, honey.
How you doing, guys?
And he's going to go ahead and taste it and tell me how it is. Mr. I love pumpkin pies. He's going to need a knife as usual. Here you go.
I need to eat this thing. Oh, man,
You, yeah, get all that filling and all that syrup.
Oh, yeah. Take that.
Did you grab the filling?
I'm about to right now. Mm.
Pumpkin pie. And as you can see, folks, there is my French toast, pumpkin pie French toast. Thank you for everything. I hope you enjoyed it. As you can see, I'm not the only one who eats my food. I have my boyfriend eat my food. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, or recipes that you would like to learn, please hit me up on Facebook. I have some of you guys that I do have your comments, and I will be working onto your recipes here soon. As always, have fun and enjoy.